This week on The Edge, thanks to Hunt Fish Manitoba, Scott Sterling and Dan Forty are going to go hunt black bears. They're going to go visit Vance and Maureen at Trails End Camp. They got the Hoyt, they got the 10-point. Let's go.
So Vance, how long have you guys actually been up here?
It's our 23rd season at Trail End Camp.
You've owned it for 23 years?
Yeah, we bought it from the original owners in 1990. When we bought it, there was only 5 old cabins with no plumbing, and we developed the hunting business. There was no hunts run out of this area back then. No whitetail hunts, no bear hunts, no waterfowl hunts, so we developed it from scratch.
Whitetails, bears?
And waterfowl.
And waterfowl.
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, our fishing operation.
But you guys have made this into a family affair, really.
Oh yeah, my son, my daughter, they like coming out on retrieves with me in the evening. They'll be on their hands and knees following blood trails, and that's how we raise them out here. So.
Very cool. Now, in your brochure, it mentions that if you don't have 100% chance, so you're guaranteed 100% chance at a bear, and if you do not get that chance, what guarantee do you guys give?
I tell them they don't have to pay me. I'll give them their money back.
Live on the edge, 'cause brother, win or lose, it's all in what you do with the chance you're given. Yeah, through the wind and rain, you feel your heart pounding.
The Edge is brought to you by Polaris, Hoyt, Easton Archery, Hornady, Inferno Tech, Havalon Knives, Slick Trick Broadheads, Titan Fuel Tanks, Boning Archery, Under Armour, Luminoc, 10-Point Crossbow Technologies, King Optics, and High Mountain Seasonings.
It's the fact that we just do a lot of work. We started baiting a month and a half ago. You guys see the thousands of pounds we're carrying into the bush. Our bait sites look like there's cattle trails coming into them. The bear trails are so thick. It's the amount of work that we do. There's a lot of bears in this area. That's a big help. We're in a phenomenal area for bears, but it's the amount of work that we put in prior to our hunt. And if you're going to a bear hunting operation that's not putting bears in front of you consistently, I feel you're either in the wrong area or the outfitter's not doing their work. The hunting is more of a shoulder season thing for us. We run our few weeks in the spring for bear, a few weeks in the fall for bear. But overall, I'd say our main business still would be the fishing. We've got 11 waterfront cabins here, a dozen boats and motors for rent. We've got half a dozen guide boats, a big custom charter boat that you guys have been in. So from about June 1st till the end of September, we're going pretty hard with the fishing business. That's one of our staples. We're not just an outfitter for a big game.
It's our first morning in Manitoba. We got up bright and early this morning at about 7 o'clock, went and had breakfast, had a great bacon and egg and hash brown breakfast. Got to meet Vance and Maureen yesterday. We're heading out on the water today to go do a little bit of fishing, go chase some walleye and some pike, and then back to camp here at around 2 o'clock and head out for bears at that point. So it's going to be it's a beautiful day. This is a beautiful spot. It should be a good day. We've got our intrepid fishing guide, Tyler. We should be back here with at least 10 or 15 fish here this afternoon before we go bear hunting. Why is this thing starting? So we've been stranded here in the middle of this river, this lake, and it turns out our guide and boat mechanic Tyler had the gas hose on backwards.
Pull that one up on the round. Do you have a spare hose?
Take a look at the arrow on the hose. The arrow on the gas hose. I bet you when kids put the gas hose on backwards. The arrow was the wrong way, right? The arrow's got to go from the tank to the motor.
Well, I guess 25. You don't wisdom. Age with wisdom doesn't come till age 30.
But here's the interesting thing. It was Vance who personally set up this boat for us this morning. So I think it might have been Vance that put the hose on backwards.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Should be good now.
That's embarrassing.
Okay, so these guys have been chomping at the bit to get in the tree stand. It's been 24 hours in camp. They got a great breakfast, they got to go fishing, they even goofed around on the boat. But let's get serious. Gear up and get in the tree stand.
We're just pulling up the ranger station bait. It's the second farthest bait that Vance has in this operation here. We're 25 miles from camp right now on the water. And we got to take a ride with Vance's brand new boat. It's quite the rig. So we're gonna go in, bait set up, sit down, and shut up. We just finished our 25-mile boat ride. We just got settled in. There's 2 huge piles of bear crap over there. Everything's set up. We had to actually trim the lanes because this bait hasn't been hunted yet this year. Vance has actually been saving it for us to come up, so thanks, Vance. We should get some good bears in here tonight, hopefully. It'll be interesting to see what the night brings. Judge bears is by using a barrel. Normally, you use a 45 or 55 gallon drum. The bait that we're sitting on tonight has a metal barrel. It's a Scott-sized barrel. It's kind of like a garden gnome barrel. I think Vance must have put it out here on purpose just for us. I think that wraps up tonight. It's been raining here for the last little bit. We've had 6 or 7 bears on the bait. It's been a great afternoon. We're gonna jump on a boat here in the next half an hour. Go back, get some food, and get ready for tomorrow. See everybody tomorrow.
Okay, so it's day 1. This great big bear walks in. It might even be pushing Pope and Young. Scott lets him go. I don't know about you, but if it was me, I would have put one right through the boiler room. Now the next day, Shell Zokowicz shows up from Hunt Fish, Manitoba. We were very happy to have her as a guest at Trails End Camp, and Scott and her and Dan decided to have a little friendly fishing competition.
We brought Shell from Travel, Manitoba out, and she's going to come out and she's going to catch the rest of their food so we can eat lunch today. So lunch is on Shell.
No pressure, Shell. Here's your lunch.
That's your lunch.
There we go. And you're going back.
Bye, Charlie.
See you, little buddy. Get off there. There you go. All right. That's a keeper. There we go. Excellent. There we are. There. We got some shore lunch. Nice.
No blood? Well, minimal blood.
I think if you had to fish me, though, I would have thrown you out.
Well, it was really nice that those guys had a chance to wet their fishing line, catch some fish at the camp, but they were really there to hunt bears. So Shell, Scott, and Dan all climbed into the nice little ground blind on day 2.
We're going bear hunting. Day 2. Day 2 bear hunting in Manitoba.
Day 2. We're at Trailend Camp. Shell is with us from Travel Manitoba. This is her first ever bear hunt. She's never bear hunted, so we've got her sitting in a ground blind on the ground 10 yards from the bait with a little bit of beaver caster behind each ear. So we'll see how that goes tonight.
I think I have the utmost trust that you gentlemen will protect me.
Really, I'm scared to death, actually.
I'm gonna close my light up. So when I go, you're going with me since we're in this nice little city together. Just a warning.
We've never shot anything with our bows either.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not the way it goes.
Still in each ear. I found out that Shell snores when she sleeps in the ground blind. That's all I know so far. One little bear. That's it. Nothing to shoot yet. Sit and wait. Cat ropes. One, two, three, four, five, 6 different bears in this bait tonight. We had one with his nose touching the ground blind. But poor Shell here had her mouth hung over her mouth, trying not to scream. It was fantastic. So it was really cool. I had a great night. We just scared the 3 biggest bears of the night off the bait. But they're still not what we're looking for yet. We actually changed our flights this morning because we didn't harvest a bear last night.
Scott, if you pass bears the entire trip, you're gonna have to rebook a flight so you have another last night. If you want to get some rug steaks to bring home.
We're actually sitting on a boat right now and getting ready to go into the bait that we hunted last night. We had a couple of decent bears on there.
So we're heading back in there tonight. There's 2 bears that we have our eyes on that we want to go harvest.
That means if he wants to bring rug steaks home, he's gonna have to stay an extra night, and him and Dan 40 are gonna have to get the job done.
Wish us luck. We're going to get both of them tonight.
And Dan, you're shooting. I think we can do it. Double header tonight. Alright. I hope I don't screw up the filming.
The doubleheader on the last night. Actually, it's the last night after the last night. We even canceled our flights and stayed another day, and we got it done. 2 tags to fill today, and we did it. Scott, we did it.
We did it, man.
And that that closes out bear season for us. One with the Hoyt, one with the 10-point, and I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. That's awesome. That's awesome. Let's go find this bear. He only went about 40 yards and dropped, but we'll grab the arrow. We'll grab the arrow and go take a look.
Easton Axis does its job again.
That thing's still good as new. And covered in blood.
You know, so much work goes into baiting these bears, and there's so much stuff to do. That coupled with actually getting the hunters, us, all the way out here. We're at a bait that's about 23 miles away from camp, away from Trails End Camp. And Vance has been absolutely fantastic.
To come here and hunt, it's just been absolutely awesome. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. We saw probably close to 20 bears in 6 days, or 5 nights.
About that, yeah.
This is what we accomplished. 2 great bears.
Okay, so the guys got it done on the last night. Good job, Scott. Good job, Dan. Some rug steaks are in the freezer. But when I think about it, Dan 40 seems to always get his animal in the last hour on the last night, and he always tags out. What's going on there?
Trail End Camp in Manitoba from Manitoba black bears.
I could not be happier.
Awesome. What a great experience. Vance and Maureen, thank you very much. We're out. We're going to get these bears to the beach, and hopefully Vance will show up soon before dark with his fancy boat. So.
If you want to hunt Manitoba, it's one of the best places to go to see black bears. There's tons of black bears, and Vance and Maureen do an amazing job setting you up at the lodge. They have a great fishing facility, and they have a great place to hunt giant black bears. There's no doubt about it. So if you want to book a trip in Manitoba and you want to hunt black bears, just get out there and do it.
The Edge is brought to you by Polaris, Hoyt, Easton Archery, Hornady, Inferno Tech, Avalon Knives, Slick Trick Broadheads, Titan Fuel Tanks, Boning Archery, Under Armour, Luminoc, 10-Point Crossbow Technologies, King Optics, and High Mountain Seasonings.
Nah, it's not a good ending though. Okay, I'll do one more.
Tune in, not stay tuned.
Okay. Well, you come and do it then.
Final chapter.
You finish the show then. That's like a super sentence, okay? 40's gonna finish the show. You finish the show. Go ahead, finish the show. I'll film it.
Thank you for watching, and make sure to tune in next week as Bryce Folden concludes the final chapter with his hunt with Call of the Wild Adventures in New Zealand.
Okay, maybe you're the host then. Can I just say what you just said?
Oh, shut mate! That was over 500 meters. Honest to God. And I smashed him.
You absolutely.
That's insane, man.